Hi there, I'm Lee and welcome to iMineBlocks. I truly hope you're having a great day today. So in today's video I'm going to be updating you on my Akroma Masternode earnings. So on screen you'll see that about 6 months ago, almost give or take just a couple of days, I put out this Akroma Masternode guide. So that was a tutorial to help people set up their Akroma Masternodes. So in this video, what I want to do is kind of look back, reflect on this last 6 months and share with you my Masternode earnings for this whole period of time. So I'm going to break it down step by step and show you exactly what my results were. So you can see on screen, just for reference, I put out that video on the 25th of June and it's currently the 29th of December. So like I say, just over 6 months. So one of the first things that I was thinking of to share with you guys is setting expectations. So you'll see on the screen that I've got one of my YouTube comments and you can see it says from 6 months ago. So that was my basis or my kind of projection of what I thought the earnings would be like going forward. So you can see that the Masternode collateral was 5,001 Akroma, and at the time that was $550.11. We've got the monthly VPS cost of $6, and then from there you can sort of see that I was kind of estimating that the monthly profits for that Masternode would roughly be just under $40 per month, or $1.28 per day, with an expected return on investment in total of 430 days. So what I'm going to show you is how our expectations of the future can be drastically different in reality. So let's go on to the next step. So you can see here, this is from the login of the Masternode control panel, and you can see that there is a 30-day reward period. So for the last 30 days I earned 143.42 Akroma, and then you've also got the lifetime rewards, which is 1,676 and 32 Akroma. So that's the total amount that I've earned since running this Masternode. Just for reference, just so you can see how the network is currently looking, there is currently 1,548 Masternodes. There's also a different type of node sequence now. Originally it was just Masternodes, and now there's 3 different types of nodes with different types of rewards. One other point that I also wanted to make as well was the 30-day rewards. So originally when I got started, the rewards was roughly around about 12 Akroma per day, and now it's more like 6 or 7 Akroma per day. So the rewards on just on an Akroma basis have changed quite dramatically. Showing you the Akroma Explorer, so you can see my address and you can also see the total balance. So the total balance on this account is 6,677 plus a few spare change. So this account is my Masternode account and I haven't made any deductions or any other additions to it, so that is the total and correct balance. Here you can see the chart and current price for Akroma according to CoinMarketCap. So the current Akroma price as of today is 0.014526 US dollars. I count the extra because it will really make a difference during the adding up and the final sort of sums. Looking further down, you can see the Akroma chart. So it doesn't actually start until mid-August. The Akroma node was actually set up first of all in the end of June. So it's kind of missing out that first month. But one of the first things that you can see pointing out is when I first set up the Akroma node, Akroma was trading at between 10 and 11 cents. So you can see by August that the price had already gone down to almost half. So it's currently at the start of this trading period on the chart. You can see it's at 5 cents. So you can also see it kind of trades between this like 5 and 4 cents range for quite a long time until like October. Then it gets a little bump, and then in this midsection towards the end of October it really does start flying, and then it becomes roughly around about 10 cents per Akroma. So back up to that original kind of start period. So that there would have been an ideal time to sell. Unfortunately, I didn't actually sell any of my Akroma because my plan was to build multiple masternodes. So I wanted to kind of earn as much Akroma as I possibly could, and then set up a second and maybe even a third node in the future. So since that October peak, the price has now declined and to where we are now, which is basically kind of around an all-time low, very similar to the rest of the crypto market. So that's where we are in terms of pricing. So just moving over now to an Excel spreadsheet where we can break down the numbers, and I've made it super simple so it's really easy to follow, and I'll explain each of the kind of the cells as we go along. So in terms of earnings, if we're basing our earnings based solely on Akroma and we're not considering a dollar value, our earnings for the Akroma masternode was 1,676.32 Akroma. So that in itself doesn't sound like too bad. That's almost a third based on our Akroma capital that we put in. So the original deposit was 5,001. So that's almost a third back in terms of just on Akroma. So that's a positive in one way. But if we look at it from a dollar perspective, it turns around quite quickly. So 1,676.32 Akroma, and that the current daily price of $0.014526 gives us a total income for that 6-month period of $24.35. So call it $24 in 6 months. That's on the current income basis. So that's not a great amount considering originally I was predicting we'd earn about just under $40 per month. So it's roughly about $4 per month so far. So going down, we've got our total income in dollars, like I say, $24.35, and then further down we've got our VPS cost. So our VPS cost actually dropped down by $1. It's only costing me $5 per month. So our total costs there are $30 for that period of time. Like I say, $5 per month. So just on an income balance, if we work out the total income in dollars minus our VPS cost, we get a balance of minus $5.64. So it's a loss of $5.64 based purely on our Akroma income. So it's obviously a loss, which is not great. But with it, I would have got a much better result if I dollar cost averaged over this period of time, and I could even have eked out quite a good profit depending on exactly when I sold. The problem was that I kept all of the Akroma just kind of sitting in the account, and I didn't take any profits from it at all, which is what I would normally do if I was mining and such. So that's a bit of a mistake on my part. So that's a lesson learned there. So the next part that I want to show you is also the capital depreciation. So this is important as well. So when we first set up our Akroma masternode, we set it up and it cost us 5,001 Akroma, which I've already mentioned. So at the time, Akroma was trading for 11 cents, and that gave us a total invested amount in terms of dollars of $550.11. So quite a bit of money to start off with, but certainly cheaper than some other masternodes. So on that basis, if we consider our dollar costing as we go forward, the current value of our masternode in terms of that collateral, so 5,001 at today's value, which is what we've already discussed, 0.0145, gives us a total cost or total value, a current value of $72.64. So we've gone from 550 to 72.64. So that gives us a loss in terms of our capital loss of 477.46. So that is a really significant loss. It's much worse than our income that we've had, because we were taking quite a massive and significant capital loss. Really, it's probably 80% losses, something like that. So really quite bad. So if we consider our capital loss of 477 plus our income loss of 5.66, we get a grand total loss of 483.12 cents. So not a very good start with Masternode. So this is actually my first Masternode that I've set up, and I think I've already shared that with you already. But going forward, so it's kind of like a tale of two halves. We have, we've still got our original amount of Akroma, and we've also earned quite a significant amount of Akroma as an income. But if we consider it in US dollars, the earnings are very bad. We've made a loss on our income, and we've also made a loss on our capital investment as well. So unless the market turns around and we need Akroma to turn around and probably go back more to like the 10 cents kind of direction, then this is going to be a complete write-off and disaster. Okay, so going on from here, so I just wanted to share this whole experience with you. I'm certainly not finished with Masternode. It has been a good learning experience. I've enjoyed setting up the process. Obviously, I would like to have had a much better result, and part of that was because I didn't take any profits from the Masternode as I went along. You know, month by month, that would have been a much better way to do it. Dollar cost averaging, if that's what you're looking for. So there's lots to be learned here, and that's why I'm sharing this with you. Also, you know, about setting your expectations and what the market can do to your earnings from, you know, looking ahead. And even if the market downturns, you know, just slightly, you can see what damage that can do to your earnings, particularly if you have a Masternode. One of the things to sort of look out for is those capital depreciation costs, because they can really catch you out significantly. You know, in comparison, if you're a GPU miner, if you come to sell your hardware, you might lose maybe, you know, 25 or probably at the most 50% of your hardware costs. But as we can see here, those capital costs associated with setting up a Masternode, you can take much heavier losses. So bear that in mind if you are gonna, you know, use Masternodes for yourself. So okay, I'm going to leave it here for now. If you did like this video, give it a like, let me know. If you like this type of content, consider subscribing, and I'll put out, you know, regular content like this on a regular basis, of course. Any questions or comments, put those down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you so much for watching, I do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next video.